what I'm going to share with you today are the swaps I got from the 2018 Stampin' Up! Alaskan Cruise Grand Vacation. And I think these are the best swaps I've ever received. What a very nice variety. And so I did something in case my brain is still on vacation. I put the name of the stamp sets inside. Just in case, because it was a wonderful vacation. Just absolutely loved it. So I think it's just about 9 o'clock right now. So let's go ahead and get started sharing my wonderful swaps with you. And so this first one, isn't this adorable? I can bring that up closer for you. And that bulldog, and he's on the cobblestone. And that's in the silver foil sheets. Isn't that adorable? Oh my gracious. And that is the Sitting Pretty stamp set. And it has dies and thinlits to go with it. And I didn't have this set, so I was really tickled to get a swap. And it's adorable. Oh my gracious. Okay. And so next here we have the Time for Tea. I think that's the name of it. Yep, Time for Tea. I have this set, and I've made a couple different projects with it. And okay, I'm seeing that the color, if it's what I'm seeing, isn't quite right because this is Bermuda Bay, but it's still a very pretty card in the copper because in the suite of projects, the ribbon is copper edged and some copper foil sheets behind there. And that turned out really lovely, didn't it? And here's another Time for Tea card. Fantastic. And so again with the copper, nice, huh? The copper edge down here. And this is embossed in copper and some watercolor. Whoops, let's get up into the screen. Looking really, really nice. And some ribbon behind there. Did a really fantastic job. And then, this is one of my favorite sets, the Dandelion Wishes. Okay, let's just make sure. Yep, that's right. And, I did a video with this, and like I said, I love dandelions on my handmade cards, just not so fond of them in my in my yard. Let me adjust this light. Oh, I'm creating a shadow with my own hand. Let's see what happens if I adjust this a little bit. Oh, hey, the shadow's not so bad, huh? But isn't that adorable? Oh my gracious. Really pleased with that. So simple, but just so lovely. And the finishing touches, the baker's twine and the pearl, one of the artisan pearls, very, very nice. And then here we have the Rooted in Nature. Isn't that pretty? She did markers on the block, if I am understanding what she wrote. A lot of them didn't include anything, but she did markers and mixed with alcohol to create that background. Isn't that cool? And mixed up all these different baker's twine that go with the Rooted in Nature. Very lovely. What a nice guy card, huh? And then we have another Rooted in Nature card, and you have to know that, or it would take you a bit to figure it out. Isn't that something? A Christmas card with that, how she made a poinsettia with the leaves. And so she used the Rooted in Nature stamp set and the coordinating dies. And then to make it a Merry Christmas card, here we go. And inside as well, she used the Star of Light. Now, isn't that nice? So that's the greeting outside, that swirl that we love, like that star. Oh, what do I call that? The vapor or whatever. Just think that's so pretty. So Rooted in Nature and Star of Light. I would have never guessed. That is so cute. All right, and then here we go, the popular varied vases. Isn't that pretty? And that's what that Share What You Love, especially designer series paper and the ruffled ribbon. Just so very sweet. And of course, embossing is always wonderful. And another one, because, gosh, like I said, a popular set. And so we've got the gold glimmer paper. Isn't that adorable? And then with my absolute favorite, all-time favorite embossing folder, the Tuft embossing folder. Love this thing. I use that with my swap. And you know what? I only had just enough. I was doing those as I was running out the door for the cruise. So I have to put another one together. But I can share the link to the card I made in order to get all these swaps. Very pretty. All right, and so then look at this. We've got a square card. Isn't that cute? Now, in the die is part of the set, and so that's Broadway Birthday. And she die cut and put that inside. How cute is that? Square cards are a lot of fun. I don't know if you know this, mailable size, they need to be 5 by 5 with the post office. It has to be a minimum of 5 inches, 3.5 by 5. So that means 5 by 5 if you want to be able to mail them. And they usually take extra postage. But this just turned out so cute. Oh, we got a red rhinestone there. Oh my goodness, one of my favorite stamp sets in the new catalog, the Healing Hugs. Look how elegant this is. And the silver foil sheets, and then again, my favorite embossing folder ever. Wow, this turned out lovely. Simple and elegant. And, she trimmed that out by hand, but she did a fantastic job. Where a lot of times I'll leave white around it, but not always. And this is a case where not leaving the white around just made it even more extra elegant because we had the light color for the contrast, didn't need the white, and should have made it easier to cut out because you didn't have to do an even border all the way around. But this is just lovely. And then here we go. Oh, I love Beautiful Promenade. And so then I was looking at that. This is very popular. These flowers back here, that's from the Hostess Only, very vintage, and that's from Beautiful Promenade. And so very popular set. And look at the vellum leaves. Isn't that sweet? So this is on the glossy cardstock. So I'm sure what she did was stamp it with Versamark and then brayer it over top of it with the, I think that's soft seafoam. And it just did that resist. A lovely background for a lovely card, and then that stark white embossing looks fantastic. And this, isn't that nice? I don't have this one yet. I really, really need it too. And that's the Tropical Chic. See, aren't my cheat notes really good? And so we've got designer paper here that coordinates with it, and all these die cuts. And I am crazy about that new shaded spruce. That is so pretty. And that's that soft seafoam. Gotta love it. Sweet, sweet, sweet card. And then we have another one. Here we go. Another Tropical Chic. That turned out lovely too, didn't it? The different greens look so very nice. And then here we have that Ombre Ribbon. And I can't remember the name of these, but the dots, really, they've got some sparkle in them. Really sweet. And the black die cut, doesn't that just stand out so well against this background? Just a lovely card. And here we go with another one. Now look what a fun fold this is. Can you see that? And so of course, look at my little cheat sheet. I made sure it didn't peek out, but that's the abstract impressions. Now, I am crazy about the abstract impressions until I thought I was going to drive you all crazy with it because I couldn't get enough. That just turned out so sweet. And that die, that butterfly, love it, love it, love it. Oh, I was really happy to get one with this stamp set too because it's one that's on my list, but I don't have yet. And yep, Lily Pad Lake. Sweet, isn't it? I just have a thing for the clean and simple cards, and isn't that adorable? And I like how she stamped the water and it just got lighter and lighter. Very nice. And a little bit of the silver metallic thread behind there to make it extra special, and just a little bit of shading on there, I would say, with the smoky slate. Very sweet card. Aren't these fabulous? I'm serious. I believe these are the best swap cards I've ever received. And how cute is this? Oh my goodness. Wowza, wowza, wowza. Did a fantastic job. And that's the Sea of Textures. Isn't that nice? And then embossed with the, what is it, Seaside, I believe. If you know, you can go ahead and put it in there. I just think this is adorable as all get out. There's just so much little details in here. The stamped background, that background, and then you have, I think, the fishnet and the seaweed and the starfish. Just a lovely, adorable card. I'm just very, very happy with this. And most of the cards were all new to the 2018-2019 catalog, so that was fun. But here we have a twist on a returning favorite, the Crafting Forever. Didn't our card artist do a nice job watercoloring? And then, pick the colors up from the Share What You Love specialty paper. And then we've got some accents here from the well, it's the petal, oh, the name's escaping me, the dies. Oh, petal something. And used two of those for some really nice accents. Boy, that name's escaping me. But you know what I'm talking about. That was in the Occasions catalog and carried over. It'll come to me after the video's done, of course. And here we go. Oh my. This paper, I love this. You know, Stampin' Up! Is having the buy three, get one free designer series paper sale, and this is one of them. That beautiful petal promenade. And look at that die. And that's with the delicate lace edgelets dies. Very pretty. And I thought, oh, what set did that come from? Just a friendly hello. Don't you love the mix of the uppercase and the script? And that's from the, which will make you go and give it another look, the Another Wonderful Year stamp set. It has all these greetings. Very lovely. You know, it's a simple card, but again, well, that paper, it just is amazing paper. And here we go. The Healing Hugs. This is one of the distinctive stamps, and so stamped in a couple different colors. And I thought this was a lot of fun. The Wood Textures Designer Series paper, two different ones to make those wood planks. Isn't that great? And some embossing. And I'm pretty sure you can't see this over top, but it looks like the iridescent ice embossing powder. Stampin' Up! Retired that, but you can make your own. I'll have to remember to put a link to my blog post. A couple years ago, I was playing around going, okay, I just can't imagine having iridescent ice embossing powder. So I played around and came up with a formula, and I'll share that link. And if I don't do that right afterwards, remind me, and I'll be happy to add this to the post. Anyway, very, very nice. Okay, and another square card. How cute. Oops, it's upside down. Here we go. Don't adjust your camera. This is the Love You to Pieces, and monochromatic. You know, monochromatic being all of one color, and you can do different shades. And so can you see the embossing back here? Isn't that great? So it is a die, but with the textures embossing mat, you can emboss with it, and that's really adorable. And how cute is that? We just fit. Okay, oh, you know, I have a thing for the neutrals colors. That I just love that. And this is rooted in nature. You know what? That was easy for me to say, right? My husband says, well, you know what happened? I said, well, what happened? He said, well, you got your tongue wrapped around your eye tooth and couldn't see what you were saying. That makes me laugh every time. But anyway, I love the neutrals. Isn't this awesome? And she used virtually every stamp in the Rooted in Nature. Oh my goodness, you've got the leaf. Oh, just love this. Crazy about the neutrals. And here's a card. Now, this name, I don't remember it all. I'll have to take a peek, but I'm sure you've seen this in the catalog. Oh, the Ready to Layer. So you get all those different colors by doing different layers. And then here again, do you see this stamp? And that's in here. That's again that very vintage, very, very popular. Very, very nice. All right. And then here we go. That's with the, oh, I believe I know that. Oh, Love What You Do. I was going to say Share What You Love, but that's the designer paper. But that's a sweet little card, huh? It's a beautiful day. And yes, it is. It's a beautiful day to be sharing the swaps I got from the Grand Vacation. There's more going on here than you see, because we've got a scallop circle behind there and the stitch around, and so it was a great way to use those dies to dress up a simple card. Those little touches just make it. And look, oh, she must have listened to Grandma, because you do things in odd numbers, right? 1, 3, 5. We've got 3 of the Pearl's Basic Gems. And oh, this is a treat. Uh-oh, my favorite fell on the floor. Oh, isn't that lovely? And this is with the August only limited edition blended seasons. And so the flowers, oh, I'm crazy about these flowers, but you have leaves and you've got Christmas, and just a really nice set in the dies. Oh boy, very cool. And in the stitching are on the positive and the negative, and what that means, if you decide to do the peek through, the stitching will be on the hole, around the hole it creates, as well as inside. Very nice, very soft. And my favorite one, dropped on the floor, so excuse me. Let me pick that up. Here we go. And you know, this one really surprised me because it's a stamp set I thought I didn't care about. And now look at that. Oh my gracious. Well, clean and simple. It starts there, but the soft colors and the follow your dreams. I just thought, oh, I don't need a dream catcher. Oh, fabulous. Just fabulous. I think I'm going to need the dream catcher when you look at a card like this. So clean and simple. But I don't know if you can tell, but see, she stamped and embossed and then did the watercoloring behind it, and then with the die cuts, and just a lovely, lovely card. So I didn't count them. I should have had 25 because we did 26. They kept one to display, and I should have 25, but like I said, I didn't count them. So feels like it should have been about 25. So let me quickly share with you a couple cards I made because of the Designer Series paper sale. And this was fun. This was because I was flying over the country to get to the Alaskan cruise, so sending smiles across the miles. And so this paper is the best route included in the Designer Series paper sale. And to be honest, when I first looked at this paper, I thought, how would I ever use that? But it's fun how you end up using these papers, and especially, and of course, then you have another side to it. This has the polka dots, which we could use for a lot of different things. And with this one, I thought, well, you know, this was just a little bit tinier than the cruise ship we were on. But that, let me make sure, Tranquil Textures paper, isn't that pretty in the background? Clean and simple. And then you may remember this one. And isn't that cute? The Best Birds, and the paper peeking through, the Nature's Poem. So all of these papers are in the July only, which means it ends tomorrow. Tuesday, July 31st, the last chance to get the buy 3, get 1 free Designer Series papers. And of course, you know, my abstract impressions. And so this paper too, oh gracious, it just went out of my head. It's included in the sale. And see what happened? I didn't write it down because I got arrogant because I'm so crazy about it. Petal, oh, well, you know, if you go over to the link, you'll see it there. Beautiful, beautiful set. And this was fun. This is with the Animal Expedition Designer Series paper, and so I used it to decorate my butterfly and embossed it in gold. And so we have gold here. This is another pattern from that. Isn't that cute? And so the Animal Expedition, you know, it has all these adorable animals in the stamps that it goes with, but it's a lot of fun to show you other ways to use it too, because this absolutely has nothing to do with animals. We've got a bug here, a very lovely bug from the Beautiful Day stamp set. And then again, this paper, oh my gracious, the Petal Promenade, and the die that goes with the stamp set, the Beautiful Promenade. You can do the envelope liners. Lovely, lovely, lovely. So I wanted to remind you of the Designer Series paper sale that's ending Tuesday, July 31st, 2018. Buy 3, get 1 free in my online store, www.shopwithshelly.com. And, you know, you come back from these vacations feeling so incredibly spoiled and blessed that you get to do what you love and earn an income, you know, maybe a little bit or maybe enough to earn a vacation like this. And boy, I just want to share this with everybody. If anyone ever thought, I think I'd like to give this a try, this would be a great time with the July only demonstrator special, where you get a set of your choice of a color family of classic Stampin' pads and added to your starter kit. And so, you know, if you'd like to do that, you know, if you've been thinking about it long enough and said it's time to do it, you can just go right now to www.startmybusinesswithshelly.com and join. You'll purchase your starter kit and the agreement. But you said, boy, I've got a couple questions I'd like to ask first. Please reach out and send me an email at shelly@stampingsmiles.com or give me a phone call. I'm a talker, can you tell? And so I can answer your questions at 702-513-9997. And so it's just the best job ever, that it allows me to work my job around my hectic schedule at times, but I just can't imagine doing anything else after being so fortunate to have this as what has turned into a career. Anyway, thank you for joining me to share my swaps and, and tell you just what an absolute fantastic vacation it was. It was relaxing and wonderful. And again, if you've ever thought about starting your own stamping business by becoming a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I'd love to have you on my team and have you join me on a grand vacation. You join now, you'll start working on earning Maui. Oh my gosh, so excited. All right, I'm going to hang around and answer any questions that you have with this blog post. But again, thank you for joining me.